Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, word to my brethren all across the state of Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. Kemba Walker didn't get traded there, so thank God. Um, Speaking of Ohio, man, I wanted to talk about another prospect, another boxing prospect review. Because right now I'm doing all my prospect review videos. I think every video I'm gonna do is about someone from Ohio. So shout out to the state of Ohio putting out some decent fighters. This video right here will be about none other than Montana Love. Now, Montana Love recently fought on ShoBox. He fought Samuel Tay. I think that's how today's name, or T or Tay, Teah. 12-1, 12-1-1. Good fighter, tough fighter, rugged fighter. I've seen him fight before on ShoBox. And before this fight, I was excited about Montana Love. And the reason I was excited about Montana Love, despite not ever seeing him fight live, because none of his fights have been on TV except this one, was because on Instagram, I found one of his videos. He does these funny videos where he's doing pad work and he's dancing. I'll post one of them for you guys one day. But he's got a very confident personality, cocky personality. But he's cocky and confident in a way where I get entertained by it. I actually get entertained by it. And it's funny because he's friends with Adrian Broner, so he kind of has some things that are like Adrian Broner, ironically. But I think the way he fights, he fights like a much more composed, southpaw, intelligent, Adrian Broner, if you want to say that. He went in there against Samuel Tay, a good, rough, rugged fighter. On short notice, by the way, we have to say that because he took this fight, I believe, on a week or two short notice. Didn't have a whole lot of time to get ready for this fight. He was initially slated to fight on the card at 147, right? So then he dropped down to 140, fought Samuel Tay on a couple of days or weeks notice or whatever it was, and had a pretty dominant performance. He wasn't he didn't overwhelm Samuel Tay, but he was clearly winning all the rounds. And as the fight went on, he got better. He got more composed. He started picking his shots, and he got sharper as the fight went on. So, Montana Love, I definitely think he has potential to be a good fighter. I think, now I could be wrong, but I remember when I was on his Instagram account, he might have said something about when I was on Instagram, I think something happened early in his career, because right now Montana Love is 23 years old. About the same age as me. He turned pro in 2015, and he had two fights. He had one fight in 2015, one fight in 2016, right? And then I think he went to jail or something, like jail or prison or something like that. And then he came back last February, and he had 7 fights last year. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had about 6, 7 fights last year. One of those fights before this fight being against Wilfredo Ocuna, who's been used as a cannon fodder opponent for a lot of welterweight fighters, such as Amir Imam, Manuel Taylor, and others. So just a little fun fact there. But no, Montana Love has good, slick southpaw skills. He's not the hardest puncher in the world. I'll be honest with you. He's not the hardest puncher in the world, but he can be accurate. And he's got good fundamentals, and he's got good speed, and he's very athletic, and he's very confident in the ring. The one thing I will say I don't like about Montana Love and his skill set is that when he throws his right hook, he tends to slap with it a lot. It's very Adrian Broner-esque. That was the one thing that kind of was pissing me off watching him. But aside from that, I think he has good patience. He's got good skills, good fundamentals. And I think he could be a good fighter at 140, man. I don't know about 147. He might be a bit too small for 147. I don't think he's quite the puncher to be a 147-pounder. But at 140, yeah, the guy could definitely be a threat to a lot of guys. Montana Love, he was someone that, as well, for those of you who don't know, as an amateur, had a pretty decorated career. He fought the likes of, he went 170. He had 174 wins and 13 losses as an amateur, right? And he was like a 10-time national champion. He fought the likes of Rashidi Ellis in the amateurs. He lost him once or twice. I don't know if it was once or twice, but there was a fight on YouTube where he lost that I watched that he lost to Rashidi Ellis. Then I went on this website that I found where you can go back and you can look at fighters' records in the amateurs, and it said he actually beat Rashidi Ellis in a different fight. So the guy definitely has skills. To be a 10-time national champion, to be have 174 wins as an amateur to, beat the likes of Rashid Ellis. You got to be decent. And he's gotten good work in the gym. He was Robert Easter's main sparring partner for his last fight against Fortuna. And I think he might have even been for Shafikov as well. He also sparred the likes of Adrian Broner. And he also sparred Erickson Lubin. Now, you can actually go look at the Erickson Lubin sparring session. That was from, I'm going to say maybe 2 years ago. A year? No, like two years ago, some change like that. And in that sparring session, man, I can't even lie. I was watching that sparring session, and Erickson Lubin was tearing his ass up. Body shot after body shot after body shot. He didn't really want to fight on the inside. And I know it's sparring. You don't want to put too much stock into sparring because sparring is sparring and fighting is fighting. But I will say, man, when Samuel Tay came up on the inside and started crowding him, I saw reluctance to want to fight on the inside. And I noticed that, too, when he sparred Lubin. So, I don't know. I'm not going to say that's his weakness because I haven't watched enough of his fights to say so. But it looks like something that could be a weakness, and if you're a trainer, you probably look to exploit that because he's from what I've gathered watching him from his one fight with Samuel Tay to his sparring sessions to following him on Instagram. What I've gathered from Montana Love is he is a very confident, athletic, skilled outside boxer, and pretty good mid range as well. But as far as fighting on the inside, if there was a weakness that I was going to pick up the guy, it'd probably be that. So, yeah, man. And when Samuel Tay started to walk him down and fight him on the inside, he had his little spurts of success, but he just didn't have the skills to consistently do that. So we'll see what happens as his career progresses. But I think I don't know if he's in a campaign at 147. I think he'd probably be more suited for the 140-pound weight limit. But the guy definitely has the talent. The guy definitely has the skills to be a top contender. I'm not going to say world champion, but he can definitely be a contender. And if he's focused, if he's taking boxing serious, and if he's improving fight by fight, then who knows, man? You might see him holding a strap one day. But I do like him. And I'll have my eyes peeled for Montana Love because to do what he did in that fight on short notice, I think it showed a lot of character on his part. It showed a lot of skills on his part, and it just showed that this guy could be something in boxing. So that's my review on him. Let me know what you guys think about Montana Love. If you guys saw his fight on ShoBox recently, and if you've seen him fight or if you sparred with him, because I know people who box with these guys in the gym. They sometimes come around my videos. So if you spar with him or Montana Love, you can drop something about him in the comments as well. Take the time to subscribe. Do all the good stuff. Like I say in every video, man, my name is Brendan Taylor. And you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang It. So until next time, take care, guys.